Nice. Right? We're doing it. We're doing it nice. Okay, so we're doing it nice means absolutely nothing. People are nuts about this fucking thing, though, going on. How crazy it is. I went to go get a coffee, and by that I mean I was out taking a drive, not losing my mind, just keeping it fucking nice so my brain doesn't go and all of a sudden I start believing in Pizzagate. But what I did was I stopped in a fucking Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. Now, if you listen to this podcast from Jump, that your boy ran that block back in Sherman Oaks. And I don't like to talk about it that much anymore because it fucking brings a tear to my eyes, and I don't have enough toilet paper to wipe this shit. I mean, I do now because thanks for the manager at fucking Walgreens. But toilet paper is scarce. So what I'm saying is, yeah, I used to keep the block hot. If you know me, two things. I'm down for fucking and sucking in the log cabin. I love stand-up comedy. I love my family. And also, the thing I'm talking about, which I fucking forgot. What was it? I kept the block hot. I'm fucking cold water. Coffee Bean. I kept that block so fucking hot. I swear to God, people thought it was going to erupt. Now, that's just that was the word on my block. Now, I didn't make that. That was what people were saying. People said to me, what's up with this concrete? Why is it sizzling? All right? Don't want to get into it too much, but I kept that block fucking hot, dude. I would go BG to go. I would get the Cobb salad. I would fucking hop on over like I was in a children's book and just walk into that Coffee Bean. I'd say hello to an old racist guy, and I'd be like, one ice Americano, please. And that guy was racist as fuck. He's probably dead now. But one time he was on a flip phone saying, yes, I know he's busy, but I'm trying to get in touch with the mayor. Yes, I understand. I know. But I want to talk to the mayor about what he's doing with all these illegal immigrants. Okay, cool. That's what he said. So that's how you know this Coffee Bean was hot as shit. But this guy, one time, a guy came in with I don't even know what to call that. I don't want to be racist, but it was a black guy, and he was wearing one of those things that just you don't see in America. You see in like Africa. Maybe he was African. I have fucking no idea. But one of those things that was just one piece, but all wrapped around. It was like Trump's hair, where it like starts somewhere, but you don't know where. But that's what this African guy was wearing. Just one piece, no pants, no shirt, one piece that was just wrapping around his cock, his fucking shoulder, his feet, And he was just floating in like Orko from He-Man. And he got the thing. And the racist guy, the old guy, said, hey, when in Rome, huh? And I go, well, what's this about? He says, when in Rome, huh? And the guy says, excuse me, sir. Yes? He says, why don't you dress like us? And I go, I knew what was going to happen. I knew that the guy being talked to is going to be so peaceful just because of what he's wearing. People who wear stuff like that are super peaceful. You know what I'm talking about? The more articles of clothing you have, the less peaceful you are. Like if you have one thing fucking wrapped around a toga, or if you're wearing nothing, you know how peaceful you are if you just have a leaf around your cock? But this old guy had on fucking jeans, shoes, a button down, a fucking shirt over it, and also a briefcase. He would bring a briefcase, like an old school one that looked like a Lego, like a briefcase, not a duffel, a briefcase. Put it on the fucking table, open it up like it was the fucking shit that Pulp Fiction centered it around with the gold inside of it, and he would open it up, and I shit you not, dude, this guy would pull out Nesquik in his briefcase, and whatever he got from the fucking bar, he would put Nesquik in it, stir it around, put it back in his briefcase, close it up. All right? Now, here's the thing. You know that guy's racist just from the briefcase. But this guy came in, and the guy goes like this, when in Rome, huh? And he says, excuse me, sir, what? He says, why don't you dress like us? You're far from home. This is America. And the guy said, you know what? I should. Why don't I? Yeah, man, maybe I should. Yeah. He didn't know what to say, but then he was like, I pray for you, sir. And he left. And I was like, God damn, dude. To be that outwardly racist before Trump is crazy. All right. Anyway, I kept that block hot. And the Coffee Bean has become my mainstay. And I've been through a lot of shit with Coffee Bean, man. Sometimes I drink the coffee. When I first drank the coffee, I was like, the coffee sucks. And then I started liking it. And then I started drinking fucking different coffee that people were like, but this is the hot shit. I don't like the fucking boutique coffee shops. They often overdo their shit. And I'm not about that life, dude. And I'm also not about the fucking sweet brownie, like the brownie. Put the Duncan Hines shit in the oven. I'll scarf it down. I don't want fucking extra shit on the thing. I don't want to go to a gourmet place. There's always like some new place popping up in LA that's just like, hey, you got to check out. It's just a fucking artisanal ice cream place. Oh yeah? Put the Haagen-Dazs in my fucking mouth. I'm not taking but they give you a pretzel to fucking scoop it out with and you eat it with the pretzel. Oh yeah? Go fuck yourself. Ice cream's been around for fucking centuries. Ice cream's literally been around for billions of years. Literally. Billions of years, billions of ice creams all around the world from different times. And anyway, I'll fucking take my ice cream Haagen-Dazs. One time I was in a fucking my mom's Suburban as a high school kid, and one of her cousins' sons was over, and he was so funny. He was from New Jersey, and my brother said, my brother was talking about how a girl liked him, and he said, yeah, well, I can't help it. She wanted my Haagen-Dazs. And my fucking friend from New Jersey said, oh, you got Haagen-Dazs back there? And I pulled over and laughed. Dude, oh, you got Haagen-Dazs back there? Oh, fuck, man. I love shit like that. So anyway, I keep the block fucking hot. Coffee Bean and I, we've been together, dude. We're an odd couple. You understand? So I go to this Coffee Bean during this pandemic. I got my N95 mask on. I got my fucking hands in my shits. I'm touching doors if I have to. If I'm not, I don't. If I'm with someone, which I never am, I haven't touched, my friends. I go like this. You open it. You get it. You get it. You get COVID. And they fucking go, all right, I guess I'm, maybe going to get COVID. And I walk in the thing, and I got my N95 mask. And my buddy Mark is there, the guy who opens for me sometimes, and he's Irish, and he goes like this a lot. Oh, seriously? Or begins every sentence with, Here, what time is the show? Why'd you say here at the beginning of that, motherfucker? Why are you adding words? So I'm there, and a guy walks in with a mask, a fucking mask, one of those fucking ones that nurses wear, and also a fucking headband with a glass shield over it, homemade. Now, the guy's in his 70s, okay. And I respect it. I'm like, all right, this guy is taking this fucking COVID shit seriously. He's also a little bit older, more at risk, maybe Brian Callen's age. And I'm like, that's great. So he says by the way, Mark is a color that doesn't exist. I should have started with this. My friend Mark is a color that doesn't exist yet. Do you understand? He's a mix of translucent and beige. Okay? It was like the movie, remember the movie Powder? How the guy was so white? Like Mark would have auditioned for this and they would have been like, well, we need it to be more believable. So we're going to use the guy and just put actual makeup on him. We want people to watch it because Mark looks like a potato that we left out too long. You understand? So, and his fucking head hair are pubes. So he, So like when he gets a haircut, they say, what do you want? He says, here, pubes. And so, so he is always translucent and beige. Okay. And because of this, there's definitely something going on with his fucking immune system. And Mark's been sniffling since I've met him. Since I've met him, he'd be like, oh, here, and you're just like, is that just an Irish thing? Like, I don't know. So he's doing his Mark shit, and the fucking 70-something-year-old says, hey, man, you're sniffling from across the Coffee Bean. And I go, I miss this place, man. This guy's the new fucking racist guy. This block is hot now. Coffee Bean is where it's at. There's always one crazy person in a coffee shop. And when that person leaves, ding, 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 another guy comes in and is like, you guys heard of Pizzagate? So this guy says, hey, you're sniffling. And Mark says something that I understand, but the guy doesn't understand. Because when Mark talks for the first time to somebody, he's inaudible. Because he's so Irish. My brother I remember once my brother, when he met Mark said something like, here I am, blah, 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 and my brother said, what? Just like that, and I fell out. Okay? Now, Mark says, it's nothing. And the guy says, what? You shouldn't be out. And Mark looks at me, and he's like, no, it's just sniffling. It's nothing. I don't have it. And I'm like, oh, wait. Fuck yeah, COVID. And so the guy says, yeah, you're sniffling. You shouldn't be out. And I'm laughing, dude, because your boy's a fucking ne'er-do-well. I'm loving it. I'm like this. I'm like a goalie before they fucking drop that soccer ball in. Right? And he says, yeah, you if you're compromised, you shouldn't be out in public. You should be wearing a mask at least. And I'm like, hey, man, he doesn't have it. He's fucking always, I've known the guy forever. He doesn't have it. He's always sniffling. It fucking is annoying as shit. It's one of his things. It's a tick, I said. And the guy says, yeah, well, I'm 72, so, if I get it, it's bad news. And I was like, buddy, it's all good. Don't worry about it. And that was when I was like, man, I could really see this shit getting out of control.